What's up, y'all? It's been a while since I posted anything on the channel, but today the conditions are just about right for what I got in mind. I've got like 50 projects and theories and tests going on in my head all the time, but today it is drizzling rain a bit. I've got some corn seeds that I've started on paper towel method, soaked them in water, and I've got them in the paper towels for a couple of days. They're starting to get some roots. I have another project there I had done a little while back where I started some corn. Matter of fact, that kind of looks like, I don't know if that's some of my corn here in my compost pile, my well-aged, nice compost pile, or if that might be some that could be some Johnson grass. Kind of hard to tell the difference right now. This drizzling rain, so I don't know how well this is picking up. What I'm going to do is let me turn this around so you can see what I'm looking at here. How do I do that? Well, shoot. How do I turn that screen around? I don't know how to flip it. Darn it. Changing settings and stuff, but okay, I don't know. I'll just have to turn the phone around. This right here, this is my sweet stuff, okay? This bucket is from the tote compost pile that I've had going. It's banana peels. Oh, look at the worms. Look at them, woohoo! Look, this is chock full of microbes. And stick that under the microscope. I've got, I can take a sample right here. I would bet $100 any sample you grab out of this pile right here, throw it in a test tube with some water it down and throw it in the microscope, there's going to be nematodes in it. That's how confident I am in this pile, because every sample I've taken of it, every random sample I've pulled and thrown it under the microscope, I've had a dozen nematodes or more running around in that. Anywhere, I probably got hundreds of nematodes right here in this little pinch. So with it raining, and the fact that I've got such a wonderful mixture right here, I'm going to take a pinch of this and find me a stick, a random stick, just anywhere here, probably this one right here, that in the compost pile. That looks good. Boom, I've got a little handle on it right here. And what I'll do is I'm going to take this stick, poke a hole in the ground. Well, not that one obviously, because that just broke on me. I'll find another stick. I'll poke a little hole in the ground. Boom. And something a little stouter. I'll find something. I'll poke a hole in the ground. I'll take a little pinch of my really good stuff here. It's chock full of nematodes. I've got worm castings in there. I've got worm cocoons all in that. I've got all that good stuff. All right. So I'm going to find me a stick, poke a little hole, take a little pinch of my good stuff, throw it in there, throw in one of my sprouted corn seeds. Matter of fact, I'll walk down that way while I'm talking. Throw in one of my sprouted corn seeds. And with this drizzling rain, it's been raining today, the ground should be good and soft. And it should be great conditions for those nematodes to get in there and mix in and start going in their new home and grow us some corn. So I've got the landrace corn that I've been working on. I've attempted in past years and not too much of success. This year, hopefully I'm trying some different things and maybe I can get this baby to work out. Here is the plate of corn seeds that I put in a few days ago. You can see some of the sprouts, some of the roots starting. I've probably got 50 different varieties of corn I'm throwing together, including some teosinte and just all kinds of mixture. So several of these already have good roots going. So this is what I'm going to be throwing in and trying that. Like I said, just simply on find me a stick. I'm not, I haven't done the yard in a little bit. We've been a little busy. So I do got plenty of limbs now from my oak tree here. Some of these branches, I'm gonna pull off an oak branch. That looks like it might be sturdy enough. That ought to do it. That's what I'll do. I'll poke me a little hole. Minimal soil disturbance. I don't want to disturb the soil microbiome. I'll just run through a spot out here. I got one in mind. I'll run through, I'll poke a hole, I'll drop a seed, and I'll put a pinch of my good stuff in it. Like I said, the reason I'm doing that, I don't plow, I don't till, I don't do any of that. I don't want to destroy the soil microbiome. That's why I've trying to enhance the soil microbiome with my compost pile. I've got a compost pile that I've kind of done, and not really the traditional way. I don't turn it, I don't do anything. It's more of a kind of a cold compost, some people call it. I've just built it up over the years, let it sit, let it do its thing. Let the microbes do the work. And the worms, I got lots of worms. So I'll leave the microbiome alone. Like here, I bought this just over a year ago. I've let it go wild. I didn't do a thing to this spot all last summer. I just let it grow. Yeah, you are thinking, that's just a messy pile of crap, man. What the heck is this guy doing? Yeah, definitely not the traditional methods. Definitely out of the box. This right here is a little area I'm trying with the Ruth Stout method. I've tried that a few times over the years. All I did here, I took a bale of straw, threw it out in this area here, right? And I took I bought some potato sprouts, some potato starts from Walmart actually. I was in Walmart, I saw them, I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta get some of these. I've got 3 potato plants coming up. I bought some onion sets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, a dozen or so of those coming up. I've got, not a great success rate. I tried some strawberry starts in this spot right here too, but I'll probably take this spot and throw some of my corn that I have sprouted in the solo cups. Started some in seed trays and I transferred them to solo cups. I've got quite a few corn plants, 6-8 inches high right now, that I'll probably do tomorrow. But I thought the situation right now, it's been raining today, soil's moist, it's got kind of drizzling rain a little bit. I will throw some of that out. This is some of my teosinte here. I did plant some of that here last year, and that has grown. Let's see, I don't know. Sorry, I can't get this camera turned around. I don't know. But here is some of my teosinte. It did grow. It produced. Makes these little ears with these little kernels. And it's interesting. I've got some of that in my breeding project of trying to breed some of this with the modern corn. You know what the big difference is in this? Well, there's a lot of differences. This is an ear, right? You think, well, that's a tiny little ear. It's going to produce about 8 or 10 kernels of these small little things with this hard shell. What do you even do with it? I don't know. I don't know yet. I saw a video where they were popping it and it popped like popcorn. I have attempted that with no success yet. I don't know if I didn't have it dried up enough for the right moisture content or what, but the thing I like about it, you know what this stuff does? Two things. It's nitrogen fixing, okay? You got modern corn has been bred and everything, and over the past 50 years, where fertilizer companies, all these big companies that sell you all this corn seed, you gotta throw the nitrogen to it. Well, that's because we've bred it that way in these settings, and we've picked the corn that does the best in the setting where we're throwing the nitrogen fertilizer to it. Okay, I didn't do nothing to this. Matter of fact, where that came up, I don't know that I even put it in the dirt like I'm about to do. I did some of that. Also just tossed out some seeds. So I'm not sure if this is some that I poked down in the ground and left it alone, or if this came up from where I just threw the seeds on the ground. I don't know. I didn't track it. I tried both methods. I've got some teosinte right here that came up. I've got some other teosinte a little further up that I'm pretty confident came up from where I just threw seeds out. I'm not sure which kind this is, but it's nitrogen fixing. So I'm trying to breed that in with my modern corn and see if I can get some of that nitrogen fixing characteristic in this. I've got probably about 50 different varieties of corn in my mix from all over the place, and throwing in my teosinte. All right, we'll see how it works, but that's what I'm planning. I'm like, oh, the conditions are just about right for my nematodes. I'm more worried about my nematodes. I want to keep them nice and moist and give them a good start on this. That right there, I should be able to make a compost tea in theory that will treat an acre of land with a pound, 1 pound. 1 pound of this stuff right here, in theory, should be able to make a compost tea that will treat an acre of land. I don't know. I'm just going to do a pinch per corn seed and see how that works. All right, thank y'all. Hopefully I can get back more regular on my postings of the Grizzly Grandpa's Garden. And by the way, if I haven't mentioned it on the channel, there's 2 now. I got 2 little grandsons. Wonderful, wonderful. Douglas Wade and, oh shoot, what is that? Hudson Brooks. I'm sorry, I saw something there I was trying to figure out. I thought that was something different. Mr. Douglas Wade and Mr. Hudson Brooks. And I'm going to have Hudson Brooks out here next weekend and maybe getting some dirty. I asked his mama, I said, okay, honey, what? Does he have some clothes that I can get dirty? Or do I need to go buy some? Because baby boy's coming out here at planting season. We're going to get some dirt on him. So, all right, y'all have a good one. This is Grizzly Grandpa, excited for spring. Let's see what we can grow.